This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's covered. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Leaves it with the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Pulls it in. It's Clemens. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, call it.
There he goes. Touchdown, Utes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Grimes. Makes the catch, it's Rocket. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to throw on 3rd. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese. And
picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Utah!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Stewart. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Grimes. Finds his tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Ryan. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Pulls it in, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's what.
Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they could break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Oakland. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get...
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go Philly.
They'll run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Glover. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Looking for space. It's Parker. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And the Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kansas State, 14.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Back to throw, it's Grimes. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Trying to set up the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
The Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Now on the move. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Utes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Utah! Great job by the back on the option.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kansas City, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here we go. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Finds his big tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's caught. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Let's go. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The sure hands, it's Lockett. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. A jet sweep pass. Look out, he's got room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Motion from the back. To the air, it's St. Clair. Flips it out in the flat. Makes a man miss. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Tight end finds a soft spot. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got his man. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on fourth and short. You pick up the first down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
Looking to buy time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Grimes. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Kansas State trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Utes! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
49, Kansas State, 14.
And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's loose on the right. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the air, it's St. Clair. Quarterback adapting. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Going to sling it on second down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Utes will punt this one away. He's got it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Let's go, let's go. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Grimes. Under fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Flores. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
On the option. He'll toss it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Utes are facing 3rd and inches.
Here we go, set, ready, go.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field.
Cooler.
From the gun, the ground game. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's White. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Utah! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Keeps it on the draw. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll try the right side. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Grimes. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Glover. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll ride his man on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Takes the handoff. It's White. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The